So now that we know our baselines, what our rotation is like, what our shoulder's like, now we're going to do a little movement prep that we would recommend you do before practice. Now, if you need more work on the rotation, there'll be a section for that. If you need more work on the shoulder, there'll be another section for that. If you just want to generally do the whole thing the same, like you just spend a little bit of time on each, great. This is a really effective warm-up to create these rotational patterns and some strength and ownership in the shoulder so that we can then later, as we get onto the court, execute the arm swing in a really efficient way. So we're going to start with the spine. We're going to go down to the ground and we're going to start on your back. Now, there's two different options for this first one. First, we're going to reach across and grab onto our opposite foot, grabbing onto the outside of it. Other hand's just resting inside, and we're just going to see, can I roll up and end up in the seated position with relative ease and without working or straining or using momentum as I go between those spots. You would switch sides, try the other side. That's easy. Then go 2 foot. You roll to the side. You end up sitting down. And then for this one, you just keep rolling around in a circle. Nice and slow. You can go one way in the circle. You can go back. Back the other way. So this first one, we're working on bending the spine through rotational patterns and just getting the body moving in a kind of fun way. Next one, so those ones first are called happy baby rolls. We're happy baby rolling around. Now we're going to do our flying squirrel. Again, 2 variations. First one is one leg, other hand down, other foot straight. We lift that knee up, and then without really pushing much through this hand, we see, can we get onto our back? And then, can we get back to our stomach? If that was easy, you can switch legs, do both legs, or go to the 2 foot version where we lift a knee up, use that to pull us onto our back. And get back down, and you would go the other way. So here we're looking at creating some extension in the spine as we add a degree of rotation. Third one for the spine that we would do, same setup as our trunk rotation assessment, except this time we'll bring one leg up, reach it across, keep the shoulders down, come back up and switch. Do a handful of those, then you can even get back into that 2 foot version, trying to expand on your range as you go down side to side without lifting the shoulders up. So that would be some of our slow spine work to start with. Then we jump into the shoulders. Now for the shoulders, we're going to do a lot from this quadruped or like bear position. So hands on the ground, big hands into the ground, push the chest away from the ground and lift the knees up a little bit. Then from here, we can try lifting a hand up, and try a foot. You try opposites, all while trying to like pretend you're balancing a cup of water in your back. Don't let that water spill by wiggling around. You can lift opposites and then move. Okay, you could also, from this bear position, turn, get into a crab position, and walk around there a little bit. You can go back to a bear. You can go bear to crab as you kind of work your way around. Just working in these bear crab movements slowly with control, moving around a little bit. And then we're going to get into a breakdancer position. So we go from a bear, lift a hand up, turn to the side. Then that back leg or the trail leg is going to step through. We're going to lift the hips up. You can even reach up. And end up in a break dancer. And we go back, lift the hand up, trail leg comes through, and we lift up, hips up, hand up, and up here. You can even open up a little bit, rotate the chest down, and open, and then go back. So we have working the bear a little bit, we have our bear to crab, walking around, and we have our bear to break dancer. That should all get your shoulder moving and owning some different range of motion, some bigger ranges, developing some strength there before we get into some faster movements. For these fast movements, we're going to start on the ground. We're going to use our whole body in this breakdancing pattern to develop some speed through rotation, but also using our hands and our arms and our shoulders and just getting everything moving faster. So how this works, starting your stomach, hands on the ground. Then you're going to swing your feet around to sitting. And they swing all the way back down. And then you're going to try and do so continuously as fast as you can. Should be a little bit fun. We'll often do like 10 seconds going one way, 10 seconds go the other way. Try to get as many spins as you can, or circles as you can. Then from there, we're going to stand up. And we're going to work on some looseness and some speed through our body now, but this big lateral leg swing. So start with the leg going, add the arms in, get bigger with the arms, bigger with the leg, as you do about 10 on each side. And then you're going to get into some speed for, like we're thinking about loading a coil and then unloading. So what we're going to do is shoulders will stay facing forwards. I'm going to flip my feet around to the side, get back, and now full speed as quick as I can. As I go back and forth, maybe like 5 to 6 on each side. From there, maybe you get into some throwing work or some hand contact work or the rest of volleyball practice from there. But this should get your body moving well. So a good example or a good thing to do now would be retest those assessments, your trunk rotation, your shoulder. Your hang might not change from these yet. Maybe it did, but probably not. And what we should see is gradual improvement in our ability to own these positions so that when we get into the court work after, we can utilize them.